Like, should have did it early. What's up, Facebook? How y'all doing? Chime on in here on this thingy thing. All audio needs to go down.
Yeah, I put mine down already.
Paul Snyderman, what's up?
10 seconds.
Hello, I'm Granville, Emerson, and welcome
Time
to
for
the
a Rainieravenue Radio News Update.
with
I'm
my
Dan
co-host,
Former
Seattle
Montana
sports
State Superintendent
enthusiast,
Janice Juneau,
the
officially
incomparable, the one and only Renault. We call him Pepe. I call him the Pepster.
Yeah, you do.
Ronaldo. Skeets.
Man, yeah.
Nehemiah.
Oh, my God.
No,
I got more names in a little bit.
Renault Pepe B. What's up, man? How
What's
are you?
going on? What's going on?
Oh, man. Summer has arrived in the city of Seattle.
I'm feeling the heat.
Man,
I'm loving it.
we got like consecutive days of post 90s up in this joint.
Yeah. How was your weekend?
Why does this look so dark though? My weekend was fantastic, man. I actually had a really good time in Salem, Oregon. Went down to Salem with my AAU team.
The capital.
The capital, exactly, of Oregon. And like, remember, I don't know if you remember last year, I told you that we historically, when I've gone down to Salem and coached for Friends of Hoop, AAU team, we stayed at the Best Western Mill Creek, which is actually a really, really, really nice Best Western.
And I remember what happened last year.
But last year there was a murder outside my window.
Yes, parking lot.
Yeah, and I had to go in the crime scene to get the car. The body laying on the ground. I'm like, what the entire heezy is going on down here?
Man, you walking through there, I'm surprised they didn't get you as a suspect.
Man, well, that's a story for another day.
Okay.
But I was friendly. I was talking to the officers and asked them what was going on, and they didn't suspect
Gee
me.
whiz, officer, how you doing?
Exactly. Exactly. But so this year we stayed at the Grand Hotel in downtown Salem.
Oh.
And I had stayed there before when I was with Eastside Basketball Club, but that was maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And now the downtown area is built up so much. It's really, really nice. And being able to walk to all the nice little restaurants, local venues they had down there, it was kicking. And they had a little vibrant downtown down there.
All right,
man.
now Salem,
like,
go ahead.
Yeah,
now.
like Salem on the come up, boy.
Yeah, Olympia better step your game up.
Shout out to Thomas Hampton in Chicago. Thanks for watching.
Oh, Chi-Town, my town. Yeah.
Do we think the balls are good for the Lakers, Thomas?
Well,
I think Lonzo Ball is good for the Lakers.
yeah, that's about it. And that's even that right now, that might be debatable. But
he's good for the Lakers. That kid is a player, man.
All right.
And the way, there's so many statistics now that use metrics, started in baseball, that's carried over to football and basketball now.
Definitely.
And when you look at all these different metrics that they have for measuring player contribution, Lonzo Ball is right up there high on the Lakers team. And so when he was not injured, he was very productive.
Right.
And matter of fact, he had some of the highest stats for a rookie in terms of points, rebounds, and assists in the history of the NBA.
Okay.
Yeah, for all those categories.
Okay.
And not just scoring, not just
I
assists,
got
not
okay.
just
I
basketball.
feel you.
So yeah,
high praise.
I think they're.
Okay.
I think they're. He said, "Where's the what? The trick or the truck?" Anyway, to answer your question, I think that Lonzo's good for the Lakers. Pep is still questioning whether or not he is. It's fair. He has to come back and show what he's made of with this year's squad, and so we'll follow that, of course, right here on Lidline Sports. Thomas, thank you for your question.
Yes, sir.
What happens first, Pep? Does Tiger win a major, or does Lamar Jackson start for the Baltimore Ravens?
Lamar Jackson.
You say Lamar Jackson starts first?
Yeah, man. Hey, look, I'll go even as far as to say Lamar Jackson might be in the Pro Bowl before Tiger wins another major.
Do you know Tiger almost won a major yesterday?
I know he did.
I mean, when I left to go to my game,
Yeah.
He was winning.
Yeah, he was in the lead.
He was in first place.
Right. Ended up in 5th. But that seems to be the MO right now.
Well, he was tied for 5th with a few other people.
Right. Well, that's 5th.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, you scratch it. So Tiger played yesterday, or played this British Open tournament,
right?
Like the old Tiger Woods. He faltered on the 6th hole where he bogeyed, and then I think he bogeyed a hole on the back 9. But other than that, he was Tiger Woods.
Okay.
And on the prowl. And so you can see he's on the come like Salem.
Well, I hope so. I mean, I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, he's on the come up like Salem.
I got to be wrong sometime.
What he did yesterday, yeah, true. What he did yesterday was he risked going for it all.
Yeah.
With some shots that he could have played conservative with that he didn't, that caused both of his bogeys. And so he wants to win a major. You can see he's on the hunt. He's on the prowl. It's amazing, Pep. I saw a map, a global map, and it showed how televisions lit up when Tiger got in first place.
Well, what we said
all around the globe,
all the time when we discuss Tiger. A good Tiger is good for golf, for the sport of golf, for the TV ratings, for everything. If Tiger's good and he's on the come up, man, that's excellent.
Yeah, it is.
But when he's not, it's like, so. You got, the hardcore folks that watch golf or golfers themselves will still tune in, but the average everyday person like myself who can take it or leave it will probably leave it.
Yeah. I only tune in when Tiger's
there you go.
Confident in the hunt. So I'm one of those.
Perry Mason rests his case.
What's up, Howard Black? How you doing? Tammy Harris in Dallas, how are you doing?
Oh, Howard Black, HB
in the house.
Man. He don't remember me though.
Huh?
He don't remember me. Too far back.
You never know who people remember. I have no
true.
rhyme or reason for the people who I remember and the ones I cannot remember and I try to remember. Like, what was their name?
Ooh, that's embarrassing.
Francisco Molinari became
Italian.
the first Italian to win a major yesterday by winning the British Open. So shout out to Francisco Molinari.
Yes.
And it's always a challenge to win a major, and Tiger plays good. And everybody talking about Tiger.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Can I get my 15 minutes of fame?
Right? I win the doggone thing, and look, everybody's over.
I'm the
Tiger
first
podium.
Italian ever, and y'all talk about Tiger finishing 5th.
Yep. And I got some Italian listen to me.
Yeah,
Italian blood. Man, that sounded bad.
You got some Italian shoes.
That is terrible. No, my mother's side.
James, are these lights all the way up? Okay. Seems dark on my thing for whatever reason. Oh, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Got new curtains. That's why.
Oh.
Yeah.
Somebody else is on the come up.
Yeah. So you're listening to Lidline Sports. If you haven't figured that out yet, with Renault, Pepe Bean, and myself, Granville, Emerson. Thanks, James. On Rainieravenueradio.world and the TuneIn.com app, and live on Facebook.
Yay.
What are Facebookies?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Don't.
Here we go.
Hey, share your comments on all or any questions, and like and share on Lidline Sports. Tiger only finished 3 back. Very good. He still finished in 5th. Swimmer gold medalist Ryan Lochte is not too bright, Pep.
Yeah, he's banned for what, 14 months?
14 months. And he just came off a ban. This is the second time he's been banned after serving his 2 years suspension, 10-month suspension for
his ban roll on.
Oh, in less than 2 years after his 10-month suspension for his behavior during a drunken incident that he created widespread conversation and scoring at the 2016 Rio de Janeiro Olympics.
Yeah. Is he a spokesman for ban roll-on? Do they still have that? Because he likes.
They still have banned.
Okay, because he likes being banned.
He's been banned.
Yeah. Wow.
So Ryan Lochte was banned because you are not supposed to get intravenous injections.
Oh man.
And the only way that you can get an intravenous injection and it be halfway copacetic is if you're actually in a hospital,
Right.
or a licensed medical facility.
Right. Getting fluid, much needed fluids for sickness or whatever, transfusion, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Ryan Lochte looked like he was at the crib posting on Instagram him getting an IV.
Oh, I'm sure he didn't know.
Come on, man. How did he not know? That dude,
Oh.
Ryan Lochte, you must not be trying to swim, bro. That's all I got to say. He went on to say he's never been tested for a banned substance and yada, yada, yada.
Well, maybe
He'll
that's
take
why
the
they need to
punishment
test it.
because the rules are the rules. Yeah, okay, Ryan. Try to stay out of trouble, man. If you want to come back and swim, quit doing dumb stuff. I say that to all you guys out there, man.
Seriously.
Magic Johnson, however,
Yeah.
has got the Midas touch.
He's
First
got
he
the
signed
Midas
LeBron.
touch. Yep.
Then he gets Manny Machado
Oh yeah.
for the
From
Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yep. And they still won't win.
They are going to win.
They're good.
The
They're
West.
good. I'm just messing with you.
They're going to
I
win
know
the
you
NL
big
West.
Dodger head.
I
But
started to wear my Dodger
But
hat.
you see what I'm got.
I started to wear my Dodger hat tonight,
Right.
but I put it on and all. Like, it's too hot for all that. Manny Machado, third baseman. Manny's got like almost 1,000 hits.
Yep. Already.
About almost 500 runs batted in
Mm-hmm.
already. He's only 26 years old.
Yeah. And And the Orioles have been sad as heck.
Well, they got a boatload of dudes in the trades. Hope they work out. Prediction, Pep.
Okay.
Dodgers versus Astros. Repeat. World Series.
Astros.
Dodgers win.
I always go with the champion until they don't win.
Dodgers win.
Nope. You said Dodgers win last year. Dodgers lost Game 7
My rotation.
at home.
My rotation let me down.
Yeah.
And my ace let me down
Mm-hmm.
terribly.
Yep.
And I don't see that happening
And
again.
George Springer was hot.
He was. Hey, Veronica Brownlee, Raymond Donaldson, thanks for watching. You are listening to Lidline Sports on Rainieravenueradio.world and the TuneIn.com app. I'm Granville Emerson along with Renault, Pepe being in the
NFL.
Pep not only did I call you Pep? Pep. Somebody's
calls
Pepe.
me Pepe.
You're somebody's Pepe.
Well, yeah, 5 of them out there that can say that.
I's the Pepe.
But
You're
Mama, baby, Papa's.
the life.
Maybe.
Remember the life.
Yeah.
I be the Pepe.
Oh boy.
Pep,
Folks.
not only did the Baltimore Ravens trade up, I think they went up 20 spots to draft Heisman Trophy winner out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson,
Mhm.
but they also signed RG3.
Mm.
Do you know what this tells me, Pep?
Not happy with Joe Flacco.
That they're going in a completely different direction
Yeah.
with their quarterback scheme.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
You got slow drop back quarterback Joe Flacco.
But he has no weapons.
I know. Well, he had weapons.
When? Well, besides, when's the last? Well, he had a running back last year.
He had when he had Smith, he had weapons.
Okay.
Come on, man.
You call Torrey Smith a weapon?
Yeah, Torrey Smith is good, man.
Right.
He's good.
He's all
Come
right.
on,
He
man.
ain't never been all pro or nothing.
It's because he had Joe Flacco as a quarterback. All Joe Flacco could do is throw the long ball.
He won a Super Bowl.
That's because so did Trent Dilfer.
Yeah,
Same.
Exactly.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Why?
Still.
Why? Because they had the best defense in the league.
Right.
Right? And the most dominant defense in NFL history. Yeah. So since then, well, let's say the last 2 years, Joe Flacco has been hot refuse.
Yeah. Yes.
Right?
Hey, which I'm happy about because I'm a Steeler guy. So, you know,
Yeah,
the Ravens suck. I'm happy.
He over there smelling like he came out of the transfer station over there
On
in
fourth.
Georgetown.
Yeah. Shoot, yeah.
So I think I agree with what you said earlier. I think that, well, I don't know. It's going to be a good race, I think, between who wins a major. Tiger wins a major before Jackson gets the start and nod.
Mm-hmm.
I do predict, though, that they won't be 6 games into the season before the Ravens do start.
No, it can't be that far in. I mean, they got to decide quick. You know, first couple of games, and Flacco is still Flacco. They got to make a change. They can't mess around.
Yeah. Here's also my rationale. They signed Joe Flacco 2 years ago to a 3-year, $66 million contract.
So he's in his final year then, right?
Yes.
Okay.
$44 million of that contract was guaranteed at signing.
Right.
Okay. They gave him a $40 million signing bonus and guaranteed that he would be paid the other $4 million regardless. So, are you going to take the risk to keep Joe Flacco and pay him $22 million this year?
Mm-hmm.
For what?
Yeah, right. Because NFL contracts aren't guaranteed. They can let him go at any time.
They've already paid him what they were going to pay him.
Right.
$44 million for 2 years.
But hey, didn't the Seahawks pay Matt Flynn all that money? Did he? What kind of contract did he have? Do you remember? I don't think it wasn't that big.
It wasn't that big, but they ended up paying him $10 million for nothing, basically.
Basically, because he came in.
It was a $22 million contract.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that they've already got their money out of Flacco.
Right.
2 years. The contract is in essence $22 million a year.
Right.
$66 million 3 years.
Yep.
They've already got their money out of him.
Yep.
Right? And it wasn't money well spent those 2 years.
No.
Because they were his least productive years in the league.
Definitely.
So why would you pay him $22 million this year, hoping that he will return to form? I don't think that happens in the NFL.
Right.
I think they can find a better way to spend that $22 million.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Why? Yeah, I would.
I mean, that's what I think. So I would be very surprised that at the end of training camp, Joe Flacco will be on Baltimore's roster.
Right.
I'd be surprised. I feel like
because they give him all that to be a backup. That's for sure.
They give him the first and second, maybe preseason game.
Yeah.
To show what he can do.
Light it up.
And if he's still on the roster, I would still look for a midseason trade. I do not see them paying him $22 million for the whole year.
Right.
I don't see it. So if Lamar Jackson does take over the starting job, you can be sure that they will cut Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
You can be sure if they can't trade him.
I don't expect Lamar to stink it up. Now, what if he does? Well, obviously they got to keep Flacco if he does, but I don't see that happening as far as Lamar is concerned.
Well, that's why they got RG3.
Right.
I mean, here's the thing though. You don't, we talked about this before with someone else. I can't remember who the actual quarterback was. You don't start the young dude and then take him out.
Right. That kills the confidence.
You start him and leave him.
Yeah.
So if you're going to start him and leave him, you're not going to keep Joe Flacco just to be around.
No.
You're going to let Joe Flacco go. So I don't see Joe Flacco being in a Baltimore Ravens uniform longer than 6 games.
Okay. That's feasible.
Yeah. Saquon Barkley bringing back the running backs, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Saquon Barkley signs a 4-year, $31.2 million contract with the New York Giants, making him the 4th highest paid running back in the league.
Dang. He ain't gained a yard.
So basically, Pep, what he did was he signed the slotted number 2 contract.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay. So now what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, is it's the old rising tide lifts all boats. running back position for the last maybe at least 5 years, has been highly devalued.
Right. Because you can get a good running back just about anywhere in the draft.
I don't believe that's true.
Well, it's proven to be true in certain aspects.
I believe you can find a good running back in the draft, but you're not going to find a lot of good running backs in the draft. I mean, where?
Well,
who are they? I mean, if you look at the drafts, there's been some good running backs in the first round. Like you've gotten Barkley, maybe you've gotten Elliott, you've gotten before him Todd Gurley.
We're talking about superstars. Those are superstars.
But that's what we're talking about. I'm talking about big money backs.
Okay.
Right? Because you got to have big money backs to lift the running back salary.
But what I'm saying is, you said that the running back position in the last 5 years have been devalued. And I'm saying because during that time, good running back. Now, I'm not talking about superstar running back, but good running backs you can find in third, fourth, fifth rounders. That's why, it's been devalued. Because, lately the talk has been you're not going to pick a running back at number 1 or number 2. But I'm glad Barkley went number 2 because he definitely deserved to be number 1 in my assessment. But nonetheless, you mentioned Gurley and Ezekiel. Those are outstanding. I mean, those guys are superstars right off the bat. We knew it. Those were can't misses.
So give me a good running back that came out of the third, fourth round.
Well, you got Kansas City got one. What's his name? Hunt. His Hunt. What was his first? I can't remember his first name. Somebody out there tell me. Hunt was a great. He made the Pro Bowl
1 year.
Yeah, and he's saying he was fifth rounder.
Okay, that's one.
Yeah, Chris Carson. He got hurt. But he
hasn't done anything yet.
He was the leading rusher for the Seahawks.
Well, so was the dude that they just cut before him. He was the leading rusher before he got hurt.
Yeah, Thomas Rawls.
Thomas Rawls.
Yeah.
So we need a body of work.
Absolutely.
Talk about.
I don't disagree with that.
And so I understand your position. Okay, my position is that they felt that they can get good running backs in the draft and not pay them any money.
That's my point.
All right. Now, and what that did was drive down running backs' overall salary.
Yep.
Right. Mm-hmm. So on the opposite end, you see offensive tackles making a lot of money because it's hard to find good offensive tackles.
And you see what happens for the Seahawks when they're not paying for the offensive line. You see what happens.
Right. And so now it's shifting back around. Plus, you have to realize too that the NFL went to this passing league thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
they want more scoring.
And so they weren't going to pay running backs big money to only be in the game 1 or 2 downs.
Yeah.
So these guys that are getting big money are now moving us back to the every down back. Right?
Yeah.
That they're going to be in on all 3 downs.
Yeah.
That's why they got the Seahawks drafted Rashad Penny to do that.
Right.
Right. New York drafted Barkley to do that.
Definitely.
Dallas drafted Ezekiel to do that.
Yep.
The Rams drafted Todd Gurley to do that. And so being an every down back now should lift the money up, and also whenever Le'Veon Bell signs as well.
Well, he can't sign. He's a free agent after the season. Pittsburgh cannot negotiate with him because the deadline was last week. The Steelers can't negotiate with Bell until after the season, and more than likely, he's not going to want to stay there.
So that's my point. He'll be a free agent,
right? And
he'll be a highly sought after free agent.
Yeah, you would think so.
Yeah, so that should lift again the running back salary. Right. He'll be the bellwether.
Yeah.
For running back salaries, and so that is going to be an interesting thing to watch. It'll be very interesting to see how Le'Veon Bell plays that whole thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Right?
Yeah, that concerns me greatly.
Yeah, well,
personally,
everybody got their terrible towel on their kneecap waving.
Oh yeah,
hopefully he can wave it and not use it to dry them tears.
Listen, I hope he gets 1,800 yards just to audition for whatever he's doing. That's fine with me because it works for this year.
Yeah, it sure does,
man.
Hey, Leah Bocray, thanks for watching. Les Adams, thanks for watching. Hey, Brennan Lindsay, back from, where were you, Paris? You were in Paris? Then the next time I looked up, you was in Atlanta? Yeah, that doctor, she's a real doctor.
Right.
Dr. Lindsay, you gets it in.
All right.
She's out of the
Maryland,
Maryland, Virginia area.
All right.
And
DMV?
In the DMV, yes, sir. What's up, Bill? Bill crazy.
Oh, he's something else.
Yeah, she gets it in. So we will be watching what happens with the running backs in the NFL. The NFL and the NFLPA agreed to suspend anthem rules.
Right. Yep. So everything is back to the way it was before.
Yeah, we were talking about the movie Life, and the NFL is like the dude can't get right.
Can't get right.
The NFL just can't get right. They are in a lose-lose situation.
Yeah, because the NFL is focused on an anthem and not what the doggone protest is all about. Until they figure out why these guys are actually doing it, and then when they've said it only 100,000 times, they'll never get it right because they're so focused on anthem rules when it's not even about that.
The funny part is they have a bunch of owners who are friends with the 45th president of the United States. Mm-hmm. And so they're split as owners.
Right.
Half of them trying to do the bidding of the 45th president and the other half trying to do what's right for the country.
Yeah.
Basically, because that whole thing is a microcosm of the country and how the country is divided.
And to me, that's an easy decision. You always do what's right.
Always do what's right.
Man, I mean, hello.
I think that no solution should come without the reinstatement of college, period.
I agree with that.
We'll be right back. We've got more to talk about. We got NBA action. We got Seahawks. We got a lot of stuff to talk about on Lidline Sports. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
Time for a Rainier Avenue Radio News Update. I'm Daniel Bellis.
Former Montana State Superintendent Janice Juneau officially became Seattle School District's new superintendent this month, becoming the third to head the district in the past 6 years, and is already facing the same issue that has plagued many of the former holders of the position: Seattle schools' very high achievement gap.
Seattle actually does pretty well as far as scoring well. They're a national leader, actually, and sometimes it might not feel like that, but they are a high-ranking urban district in this country. The problem is that we have this gap between races.
Juneau is also facing the challenge of negotiating a new contract with the teachers union, as they hope to avoid a strike such as what happened in 2015.
When talk about schools of promise and our work with transforming our lowest performing schools in the state, it was done with the union.
And then there's the upcoming fallout from the McCleary School funding lawsuit. The district will have a $50 million surplus this year, but then a $45 million deficit will follow.
In 2 years, we're looking at a huge dip, and there's going to be a huge hole. There's going to be some significant need and some hard decisions coming up.
Seattle schools will be sending 2 budget increases to voters in 2019, but Juneau is hoping that Mayor Jenny Durkin's new $600 million education levy will pass this November by voters as well.
Daniel Bellis, Rainier Avenue Radio News.
Can I offer you a nice egg in this trying time?
Yeah, he's got it. I cannot believe this stuff is on the radio.
Oh my God, can you let me do what I need to do?
After Dark, live, Tuesdays from midnight to 1 a.m. on Rainieravenueradio.world. Tune in, check it out.
Since 2013, Motown Mondays has grown into Seattle's largest all-improv jam session where bands of strangers are put on the stage to create original music on the spot.
We're making it up, we're making it happen, and it's life, it's real.
My thoughts are leaking, speaking, but nothing's coming out, because when I open my mouth.
When I say Mo, you say jam, Mo, jam, Mo, jam.
Yeah, give it up for these jammers up here. Woo!
Find us weekly at the Nuclear Lounge in Fremont and now on Rainieravenueradio.world from 10 to 11 p.m. Pacific time.
This is Karen Z with Rainieravenueradio.world, and we want to hear from you. Our goal is to amplify and share the diverse voices of Southeast Seattle residents. Do you know of an engaged community member who should be featured in a community spotlight? Tell us about them. Do you know of an upcoming family-friendly, educational, or cultural event coming up? Tell us about it. If you have news to share, contact us by emailing Rainieravenueradio.world@gmail.com. Once again, please email us at Rainieravenueradio.world@gmail.com.
Hello, I'm Granville, Emerson, along with Renault, Pepe B. Welcome back to Lidline Sports. Sports as we see it from
just below our lid.
Yeah, buddy. The Seahawks are about to start training camp, and I was perusing through the internet, Pep, and came across this story. The Seattle Times posted an article ranking the Seahawks' top 10 most important players needed to make the playoffs. Let's take a look at that.
All right.
See what they got.
I also saw something. I saw some early predictions from some publications, and one specifically, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, from ESPN, saying that they're going to be 4-12.
Yes, that was ESPN. There are a number of predictions where people are going to or are saying that the Seahawks are going to finish in fourth in the NFC West. So the Seattle Times says that their top 10 most important positions at number 10 is Justin Britt, the center.
Okay.
Number 9 is Shaquille Griffin.
Oh, all right.
Number 8 is Bradley McDougal, safety.
Definitely. That should be in there, yes.
Number 7 is Frank Clark, defensive end.
Yeah, for sure. This year for him is a make or break, I think. He got to put up, or you know what? See you.
Number 7 is, did I say Frank Clark?
7, yeah.
Number 6 is KJ Wright.
Okay.
Number 5 is left tackle Dwayne Brown.
Oh, yeah.
Number 4 is Earl Thomas.
Yeah, that's sheesh. That's iffy right there. We
Number
know it.
3 is Doug Baldwin. Number 2, Bobby Wagner.
And we know number 1's got to be.
Who's number 1?
Russell.
Okay. All right. That's what the Seattle Times said was their 10 most important players needed for Seattle to make the playoffs.
Right.
Now, I've compiled my top 10.
Okay.
Would you like to hear it?
I would like to hear it.
Okay. First, I want to say that if they're going to make the playoffs, they have to have their special teams must be special.
It must be, yeah.
Their special teams must be special. I don't care if it's Janikowski or Jason Myers doing the field goal kicking. We got to make field goals, and we got to make clutch field goals.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's John Ryan or Michael Dixon doing the punting. We got to pin the other team down consistently.
Field position.
Inside the 20-yard line for field position. I don't care if it's Tyler Lockett or Rashard Penny returning punts and kickoffs. We need field position.
Yeah.
Right?
And yeah, they need to break loose 1 or 2.
Absolutely. 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 We're in agreement on that, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's a must. If our special teams are weak like they were last year, we're going to have similar results.
We're going to have problems. Yeah.
Going to have problems. So here's my 10. Most important to me. Number 10, DeAndre Jordan.
Okay.
I feel like if the Seahawks are going to make noise, DeAndre Jordan has to come into the defensive end that he was projected to be out of Oregon.
Okay.
He was a number 1 pick by the Miami Dolphins.
I remember that, yes.
Right? And if he stays healthy, like –
because he did show flashes when he was
had 4 sacks in limited playing time.
Right. There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
If he stays healthy, he can be dominant.
Yeah.
Number 9.
Okay.
Jermaine Ifedi. Jermaine Ifedi must be the road grader he was drafted to be.
Okay.
He must be.
You got to be.
We are returning, Seahawks week, are returning to a run game.
Yes.
He is supposed to be a mauler. That's supposed to be his strength.
Right.
Not the zone read. Just blow my dude off the line.
Yeah.
If they're going to be a playoff team, he's got to do that. I'm not worried about Justin Britt. Justin Britt going to be Justin Britt.
Right. He's good.
Dwayne Brown is going to be an all-pro.
Yeah, all-pro. Yeah.
Jermaine Ifedi, on the other hand, cannot be the weakest link.
Yeah, he's a wild card right there.
Right?
Yeah.
Number 8, Rashad Penny. Rashad Penny needs to stay healthy and be that dude.
Right.
Or be that dude if Carson isn't.
Right.
Either or. So if Chris Carson gets the starting job,
he got to be the man.
And he falters, Rashad Penny got to be the man.
Right.
Chris Carson gets the starting job, gets hurt, Rashad Penny got to be the man. Rashad Penny gets the starting job, Rashad Penny got to be the man.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
Yeah. Number 7. We're in agreement with this, Seattle Times. Frank Clark. I got transfigured that with Jerron Reed.
Right.
Frank Clark. Frank Clark needs to dominate and have his best year ever.
Yep.
His best year ever.
Yep, he better.
And I feel like if DeAndre Jordan comes on like he's supposed to, and Frank Clark comes on like he's supposed to, they'll be the second coming of Averill and Bennett in their heyday.
That would be nice.
Right?
Yep.
And then hopefully you got Jerron Reed and your boy Nas Jones anchoring down the middle of the defensive line, right?
Yeah.
But if not, then the rookie who's everybody's talking about that has knowledge of defensive linemen, they are all saying that this dude is the real deal. The rookie out of USC, Rasheem Green.
Right.
If Rasheem Green comes on to be one of those crazy good rookies, like Aaron Donald was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Aaron Donald's.
If he comes on, I'm not saying he will.
Yeah. But it would be nice to get
But
there.
the Seahawks need him to.
Right.
And if he doesn't come on to be that dude, he definitely needs to come on to be that rotation dude to give Jones and Reed rest. Right?
Yep.
So that's how critical he is, to provide depth to the defensive line. That's how you get to pass rushers with fresh horses.
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
With fresh horses.
Wear down that
and the strength of the Seahawks, when our defense was the best, it was the depth along our defensive line.
Yep.
Number 5, Bobby Wagner. B-Wags is the heart of the defense now.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if Earl holds out.
Right. Correct.
Especially if Earl holds out.
Definitely.
He's the heart of the defense.
Yep.
He makes everything happen. He's the captain. He's got to have a Bobby Wagner all-pro year.
Yeah. Got to call the right D.
Yep. Number 4, Brandon Marshall.
That's a caveat. All right.
Brandon, give me one more big play year, buddy. Can you give me just one more big play year? That's all he needs to do, because here's the deal. Okay. We will not be successful if we can't get the ball in the end zone.
As usual. That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
We need a big play receiver.
Yep.
Right?
For sure. Brandon
Marshall has to be that dude.
Right.
If he's not that dude, I don't see us doing much. Or I just really don't.
Got you.
Right? I just really don't. I mean, I can still see number 89 catching touchdowns.
He's solid. So, you don't have to worry about him.
And I could see Tyler Lockett coming back.
I'd like to see one of those new guys be a surprise. Cat they got from Philly.
Yeah.
If he makes the team and
the guy they got from Arizona too.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I feel like you're right with that. But Brandon Marshall is he is a great player. He's been he has greatness in him.
Yeah.
And so and he has productiveness in him. He's only a year or two removed from 1,000-yard season.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When's the last time we had a receiver pass for 1,000 yards? Right? So I still think he can. I think he's got that one last hurrah. And like Pep said, if not him, then Marcus Johnson, who we got from Philly, or
I think Jaron
Brown, who we got from the University.
It would be nice to
we
have
got
them
from Arizona, not the University of Arizona.
Right.
Be nice to have what?
Have them, one of them, if not both of them, emerge.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and we still got Amara Darboh.
Yeah, from Michigan.
Yep. Right?
Yep.
Who's supposed to be a really good receiver. So we want to see how he can step up.
Yeah, Pete seems to be in love with Tanner McAvoy, who couldn't catch a cold. But I mean, the reason why he was still on the team last year, folks, is because he was good in special teams.
Yeah.
And Casey Williams was not. That's the reason why they picked McAvoy over Casey Williams last year.
Number 3, Shaquille Griffin.
Mm-hmm.
Shaquille Griffin must make fans forget about Richard Sherman.
You just got to lock him down. He got to be the lockdown corner that he was starting to be in the second half of the season.
The Seahawks cannot go through a season with folk talking about we should have re-signed or shouldn't have got rid of.
No, they can't.
Whatever Richard
Coulda,
Sherman.
shoulda, woulda is not in the forecast. You can't go by that.
He's got to make us forget about.
Yeah, because if you're doing that, that means your season is done.
Yeah. I believe he has the potential. He did it last year and continue to do that. Number 2, Russell Wilson. RW will be RW. He always has the ball out for us to make the play.
I've seen reports that he should have been the MVP last year.
He should have been. But my number 1 most important person for the Seahawks to make the playoffs, right? Because I just believe Russell Wilson's going to be there. He's going to do what Russell Wilson's going to do. The X Factor, Earl Thomas.
Exactly. Yeah, I can see that.
If he's not on the team, we got issues.
Right.
Yeah. We got real issues because
now, do you mean if he's not on the team because he is holding out,
or got traded,
or if he gets traded? Now, what if they get an impact player in a trade? Now, I'm not saying they're going to get an impact player in that position because they obviously probably won't. NFL trades are hard to do. They're very hard to do. It's very hard to trade position for position. It's usually not going to happen. So basically, what you got to do is you got to trade for a player from another position that could be an impact player in that position, and you want to get draft picks so you can replenish what you lost.
I agree, but there's also never any guarantee when you trade for a player.
No,
right? So you know what you're getting in Earl Thomas. He is our safety net on defense.
Definitely.
Right? He covers sideline to sideline. His preparation is impeccable. His knowledge of the game is impeccable. He's arguably the best safety in the league. Arguably the best safety in the league.
Right.
Not saying that he is.
Well, him, Eric Berry.
Yeah.
Those guys. Oof.
You're listening to Lidline Sports on Rainieravenueradio.world and TuneIn.com. I'm Granville Emerson along with Renault, Pepe, Bean. Spurs trade Kawhi Leonard to the Toronto Raptors.
Yep. Man. I like the Spurs, but I don't know if I like them anymore because I liked Kawhi. It was just a strange situation in San Antonio for Kawhi. I mean, that deteriorated so fast, and it's like he wasn't talking. So we don't know still what happened.
I know what happened. I told you what happened. We discussed this on the show.
What?
That they wanted him to come back for his injury.
Well, yeah, right. But I'm saying from his point of view, we don't know what because he hadn't said.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Kawhi Leonard is not a verbal person.
No.
Matter of fact, did you see the San Antonio newspaper clown Kawhi Leonard? Or no, it wasn't even the paper. It was actually Kawhi. So you know how when players leave the city.
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw that?
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't read it.
So he took out a full page ad
thanking them, right?
And all it said was thanks.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. No elaboration.
No. Just thanks.
Thanks.
He's a man of few words. Is Kawhi the new LeBron of the East?
Well, we can't say that now.
Is he going to dominate? Is he? So Toronto. Here's the thing.
A healthy Kawhi.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
A healthy Kawhi. Let's say it's a healthy Kawhi, and Kawhi returns to form.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Kawhi returns to form. Healthy
Right.
Kawhi. On the team that won, had the best record in the Eastern Conference last year.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Does he now in the Eastern Conference, who everybody said was weak because LeBron was winning it every year?
Mm-hmm.
Is he now the LeBron of the East?
Might as well. Yeah. I mean, healthy Kawhi. Yeah. Why not? Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. Plus, he's a lockdown defender too.
Yeah.
With something LeBron is not.
Yeah.
But he's a lockdown. But Toronto's problem was not just DeRozan. They still got a problem, and his name is Kyle Lowry because he doesn't show up in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a great regular season guy, but when it came to crunch time, playoff money time, he hadn't shown up.
Yeah. So you're thinking that the Raptors can beat the Celtics with Kyrie and what's my man that got hurt?
Gordon Hayward.
Gordon Hayward. Matter of fact, they're posting videos of Gordon Hayward working out like he's back to form now.
Right.
So Kawhi.
No. I'm not saying Toronto's better than Boston now. No. Boston.
Well, in order for him to be the LeBron of the East, he'd have to just beat all them dudes.
Okay. Well, if you put it that way, I thought you were just talking about as far as player being ranked as the best player in the East.
No, that he just because Kawhi Leonard joins this team that had the best record in the East last year.
Right.
He takes them over the top to dominate all the other teams in the East.
No, because they're not dominating Boston, and heck, they might not even dominate Philly.
Okay.
So I mean, Kawhi's not. Listen, he's my guy. I love the guy. He's great. But Toronto, their makeup, and plus they got a new coach too, so they're gonna have a different scheme, different system. I don't see them being better than Boston or Philly. Heck, they might not even be better than the Wizards.
Neither do I. And I don't see them being. First of all, I don't understand why they got rid of Dwayne Casey if they were going to get rid of DeMar DeRozan. Wasn't the beef between Casey and DeRozan?
I thought it was.
So why would you get rid of both of them? Why would you get rid of the coach of the year and then get rid of your best player too?
Yeah, that was dumb.
That doesn't make any sense. Any way you slice that does not make any sense to me, nor does it make any sense for you to trade your best player for a dude that's only going to be there 1 year.
1 year, because you know he is not staying in Toronto.
People today were like, well, maybe when he gets to Toronto, it's such a beautiful city, he's going to fall in love with Toronto.
Hey, what's wrong with San Antonio? It's a beautiful city. They got Riverwalk. What happened?
Bruh, he's going to the palm trees and bright lights. He's going home to L.A., bro.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Why would you stay in cold Toronto when you can go back home if that's what you want to do?
Cold, shoot 'em up.
He said, trade me to L.A. That's where I want to go. Now you're going to trade me to Siberia. I mean, Toronto.
Yeah.
Right?
Toronto, yeah.
Toronto.
I've been there. It's a nice place, but I wouldn't want to stay there.
Not nice places I like to visit, but don't want to live.
Oh, it's a beautiful place to visit.
What's up, Melvin Newton, Susan Hopper, Alan Scott, Sarah Patera, Bruce. Haircut by Bruce the Barber.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he tighten you up nice.
LaQuavius Benning and Malcolm Mack. Thank you all for tuning in.
Malcolm Mack has a nice question for you, bro.
Man, I'm not giving you no kids, Malcolm.
Sorry, man. I tried, bro. I don't even know you, but I'm still trying for you.
Malcolm Mack has a camp at Ingram High School.
Nice.
Find out about it.
All right. I like that. Find out about it.
Just gave you some advertisement, bro.
Yeah, free.
Exactly. That's what I'm
it's
saying.
Free is for me. I'll take 3.
Carmelo traded to Atlanta.
Yeah, who cares?
And expected to be dealt to the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, well, let's move on.
No, we got to talk about that, man. What are you saying?
Are you serious?
It's Carmelo Anthony, man.
Man, if he ain't scoring, he ain't helping. And
So
how's he gonna be scoring with them?
with Houston?
Yeah, you got Chris Paul.
Oh, there. I got this question though.
Sure.
They traded OKC traded Carmelo Anthony
right
to the Atlanta Hawks
for Dennis Schrader.
Yep. How's that work?
And listen,
how does Dennis Schrader work? Dennis Schrader,
right?
PG-13,
right?
Who else in that backcourt? That's it, huh?
Yeah.
And what's it called his son? Is he a small forward?
Who?
Grant.
Oh, Jerry and Grant.
Yeah, he's a guard.
Yeah,
in that backcourt. But isn't Schrader a starter?
Point guard at that.
Yeah,
and he was pretty nice.
Yeah, if I'm him, I'm furious. That's what happens when you don't have a right of first refusal or no trade contract. Yeah. They send you to a team that has a point guard that dominates the ball. So
now is this story true that when DeMar DeRozan was traded to San Antonio, he was quoted as saying it's going to be nice to play with a point guard like Tony Parker, who signed with Charlotte?
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to know your personnel.
He'll be playing with a point guard, Baby Boy.
Yes. And Baby Boy, I've seen
DeJounte Murray
is putting in work.
Yeah.
I've seen some highlights.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Baby Boy.
Well,
get your thing on.
If you all have been listening to Lidline Sports long enough, we told you when Baby Boy was in college that he'd be better as a pro.
Yeah.
And I saw that when he was playing in the Jamal Crawford Pro-Am.
Yeah, he gets to
in
the
high
hoop
school
so easy. He
in
can
high
just
school
get to the cup with no effort.
In high school.
Yeah.
I'm like, this dude is a pro.
Right.
He's going to be a pro when I saw him in high school.
Work on the mid-range.
Everybody was arguing with me about him needing to stay at the UW. Get out of here with that.
Right.
What's up, Ever Jefferson? You like the shirt, Pep?
Oh, cool. Hey, yeah, he didn't even notice it, Mr. Scott. After the break, I said, do you see what I'm wearing? I'm trying to pay tribute to the brother, and I don't even get no acknowledgement. Hey, what's up?
I was focused on that hat. Back to Carmelo. Carmelo still wants to be a big shot taker.
Man, he can forget that.
And a big shot maker.
Man, forget that.
You gonna be able to do that in Houston?
No. Yeah, you know what? He's gonna have he's gonna have 10 or 11 games that he's gonna go off, okay, during the regular season. He's going to have some games that he's still going. People are going to say, "Ooh, Melo's back." No, he ain't back. He's just having a good game. That's it.
Lakers signed Michael Beasley. Good.
Yeah. Well, he's well traveled.
Hey, think Swaggy P. Yeah. Golden State signed Swaggy P. Just another veteran to come in and give you a few good veteran
he
minutes.
Can get you buckets now.
Well,
like I said, that's just like Melo on any given night, he can get you 20, 30, whatever.
IT says he is open to return to Boston.
Well, that's too late because he's in Denver now.
No, he's on 1 year though.
Right. But he was doing it for this year.
Yeah, but what's his name? Danny Ainge said that he's open too. So maybe at the end of the year,
you can't say that now because if he's under contract Denver, Danny Ainge can't say nothing.
Yeah, but
tampering.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Got you.
He's still interested in Isaiah.
Okay.
See what happens after this year. But Isaiah, you ain't going back to Boston. Move on, bruh. Kobe fans need to stop, man. They just jacked up another nice mural. I like that mural of nice. LeBron looking up at the Laker,
which is nice.
Hall of Famer.
That should be the mirror you don't mess up.
Exactly.
I mean, that should be like, okay, he recognizes he's not there yet as far as being in Laker lore.
Exactly.
Because he hasn't. He's won in Cleveland and Miami. Now he's with the Lakers. Give him a chance.
Kobe ain't beefing about LeBron. Kobe fans, why are you beefing about LeBron?
I didn't hear Kobe say anything.
It's the Lakers.
Negative.
We're all one family. Lake Show.
Yeah.
Get with it.
I'm with you on that. I'm not a Laker fan, but I got to agree with you on that.
What's going down in the town?
The Storm got the best record in the WNBA.
18-7?
Yep.
8 of the last 10?
Yep.
Won 8 of the last 10?
And they winning on the road, too, so that's good.
Is Breanna Stewart the new face of the Storm?
Well, yes, and she might be the MVP of the league.
Wow. Here's the deal. Storm have 4 women in double figures.
Yeah. I think their best pickup, Natasha Howard.
Yeah.
Man, she's been balling.
She's averaging almost the double-doubles.
Right.
12 points a game and about
and that's
eight boards.
exactly what they needed.
Yeah. The Storm, here's the Storm's deal. The Storm averaged 86.8 points per game, and their opponents averaged 79.
There you go.
Right?
You're going to win every game.
They're putting up numbers.
Right.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah,
for
it is.
women's basketball.
Heck, they've scored 100 a couple times.
Yeah.
Over 100 a few times.
Yeah. Well, what's going on with the Mariners?
The Mariners are still doing – they're steady as she goes.
60 and 40?
60 and 40. It's still 20 over. You know, they're 5 games back because Houston keeps rolling. You know, Houston's hot, man, and they're good. So it's going to be tough. I don't expect the Mariners to catch them, but the Mariners can probably get into that second wild card spot. But they also got the Oakland A's on their tail.
They're 5 games back and 3 games ahead of Oakland?
Right, correct.
Okay. Yeah.
So
see, you ain't even giving no props for even knowing all that right now.
Man, you know what? Forget that. You didn't acknowledge my shirt. My turn. Shoot.
Oh, man. Also, once again, I want to tell you, if you have some kids in middle school, they're having a basketball camp at Ingham High School. They got a couple scholarships left. Contact Michael Mack. You can inbox him on Facebook.
The Mac.
And see if you can win that lottery to get in.
I wonder if he introduced himself like that back in the day. Hey, you know, I'm
the Mac. Mac Daddy Mac.
Hey, my grandfather's name was Mac, so I think that's a cool name.
Yeah. Yeah. So, High Black, it's time for who to retire? Okay. Oh, he told him Carmelo. Time for Carmelo to retire.
Right.
Yeah, you know.
You get no argument from me, bro.
You know how it goes. My philosophy is always, if someone's going to give you a check to play professional sports, I'm taking it. Hey, thanks for watching on Shirley. On behalf of my partner, Renault, Pepe Bean, I'm Granville Emerson. This has been Lidline Sports. Sports as we see it from
just below our lid.
Holla.
Time for a Rainier Avenue Radio News Update. I'm Daniel Bellis.
A pilot program funded by U.S. Customs and Border